Conscious weirdo. You conscious. Weirdo collective. My tribe. My kindred. You beautiful soul family. I hope you are well, as I always do. And as per usual, I am sending you so much love energy. So much heart energy. That truth energy. That spiritual truth energy. I'm dishing it up to you. I'm tuning into the freedom frequency. Do you feel it? I hope you do. I hope you do. Thank you so much for paying me with your attention. It is the most valuable of currencies. I appreciate you. Thank you for connecting with me in this way, listening to my thoughts, experiences, my knowledge, my wisdom. I appreciate you so much. If you happen to do the same, please send me a link so I can watch you too and connect with you in the same way. I'm just watching a beautiful sunset here after a beautiful day that I suppose some people would think would be a somber day, because today marks 6 years that my dear old dad transitioned. He was in a skydiving accident, if you want to call it that. I can't even tell you that I am grieving, right? Of course I miss him. I miss him so much. Every single day. There are many milestones in my life that have come and gone, and many more milestones to come. And I think about his absence in those 3D events, right? With my 3D ego self. But I am constantly reminded all the time, that he is here. He is with me. I feel him all the time. He shows me, right, that he's here, he's listening. He's inside of me. He's inside of you too, as you are with me and I with you. Right? Because we are all one. We are all one with our Creator as well. His death was such a catalyst to that big jolt of awakening that I needed, right? Like, I've been awakening my whole life, okay? And I know you have too, old soul. I know you have too. I can't even tell you how many nights I spent as a teenager on YouTube, like, learning about the Illuminati and watching Beyonce videos played backwards so I could hear the demonic symbolism, right? Oh man, I've been down every rabbit hole there is, let me tell you. It brought me to this. It brought me here because I knew very young that our food was poisoned, that our water was poisoned, that our minds had been poisoned. I knew. You knew too, deep down. But it wasn't until I experienced such great loss that I realized every rabbit hole, it leads to the soul. Every single one. Every rabbit hole leads to the soul. It leads to our soul's purpose. Our pain leads to our soul's purpose. None of the rabbit holes matter when you think about the soul. When you think about what happens to us when our 3D meat suits expire. Once you realize what happens when these 3D meat suits expire, and that our energy never dies. Our soul never dies. Energy can never be created nor destroyed. It just simply transforms, right? Once you realize that, like really realize it, really know it and live it, oh, it makes this beautiful life just so much more beautiful, does it not? I will not grieve. I will not grieve. I will not feed. I will not feed the darkness. You see, the darkness has made, with their indoctrination and lies, of course, putting us in so much fear of transitioning from this realm. They feed off of that. They feed off of our grief. They feed off of our suffering. They feed off of our sorrow. And I refuse to give them any more of that. Doesn't mean I'm not still a little bit sad of what they've done, but at the same time, we've done this. We've manifested this beautiful suffering, the beautiful suffering that leads us to appreciation and ascension. We've done it to ourselves. Of course, there's the darkness, the duality that leads us to that, but that's the point of Earth School, is to come here and grow. Come here and ascend consciousness. And let me tell you, I know this for sure, that this place here, the shifts, the cycles that are ending, the big cycle that's ending, it's a big one. Earth School's a big school. It's an important school, right? And these shifts that we're going through, these endings of cycles, whether it be in your lineage or within humanity or with Mother Gaia, they need to happen, right? They need to happen. And unfortunately, for the darkness, for duality, as we come into balance with this duality, it will be ending in this realm, right? Can't wait to come back. I cannot wait to come back and see the beautiful fruits of our labor, old soul, lifetime after lifetime coming back here. We have been working so hard to make these shifts here in this realm. And it's all paying off now, right? And of course, as great suffering leads us to the most beautiful of awakenings, I just feel so deeply in my heart that, and you know this too, I know you feel it too, that in this building up, this lifting of the veil, when the truth comes out about ourselves, about humanity, as it builds, and it's just starting, we're going to have to go through something big to jolt our people awake. We have to be ready for that, right? We have to be mentally, emotionally, spiritually prepared to show them the way, to show them that it is simply an illusion. With things like when our loved ones transition, they are not going away. It is not over. You do not get judged at the pearly gates, my good friend. You are judged here and now with natural law. What you do comes back to you. Right here and right now, we create our own heaven and hell right here, and we will create the most beautiful utopia. We will bring our people home, right? I'm so sorry. I did not plan on getting emotional when I talk about these things, even when I talk about these things with other kindred souls. I can't help but to come to tears. My faith is so strong. I know so wholeheartedly, knowing, it's a knowing, that when we transition, when we quote unquote die, we do not go anywhere. There is nothing to be afraid of. Now, when we suffer great loss, when it feels like suffering, our programming has us feeding the darkness with our suffering, but it is not necessary, right? I know it's hard. I know it's hard in this 3D illusion matrix, right? When you lose people you love so deeply. But as the saying goes, everything happens for a divine reason. Everything is always working in divine timing. I couldn't be more grateful for this journey. I couldn't be more grateful for the suffering I have endured, because it makes me appreciate. It makes me appreciate so deeply the beauty in this life and the love that I have to give, the love I have to receive. Without suffering, we would not know. We would not appreciate. Without the darkness, we would not know how bright the light is. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I just gotta get this out. Thank you so much. 11 minutes in, 11 and a half minutes in. If you're still here, you love me and I love you too. And I thank you so much for connecting with me like this. I have a lot of self-doubt when it comes to talking about my faith and what I believe is important and trying to instruct others. But there's one thing I can talk about. There's one thing I can most certainly stand true in, and that is the journey of the soul. That is the journey of grief and suffering, because I know that all too well. I know you do too also. I'm grateful for all of it. All of it. I love this beautiful life. I love all these beautiful experiences. We didn't come here to live in suffering. We didn't come here to live in grief. We came here to love, to give love, and to get love, and to enjoy experiences, whether, well, for now and in the past, whether they be full of sorrow or beautiful and fun. Okay, all right, Kit. I'm ready for what's coming, and I know you are too. We've been waiting a long time, and let me tell you, this concept can't leave my head, is that I can't wait. I can't wait to see the beautiful world that we are creating, that we will create. Here in this realm, forever on. No more suffering. No more suffering here. We build this new earth together. I couldn't be any happier than to do it with you. And thank you so much. You be well. You be well. I love you. If you need anything, alisoul11@gmail.com. Be well.